something is going on, something big is happening, something that our higher dimensional aspects are excited about. So I'm excited about it. Oh my God, it's coming through. I'm getting goosebumps. I wouldn't say divine intervention, but it's like a very strong energy that I'm picking up. Something good is ending. So, no, I should phrase this differently. It could be something karmically on a collective level. I'm not entirely sure because the information that I'm tuning in is very protected. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to Rooted in the Cosmos, your podcast for all things spiritual leadership, higher consciousness, and New Earth vision. My name is Isabelle Gloria. I'm your host, and I'm welcoming you to this brand new episode on this beautiful Sunday. We are starting a new month. It's December now, so I thought I would do a monthly energy reading for my community. I often do this, not every month, but quite often. So even if you're stumbling across this podcast for the very first time and you've never seen my face, take it as a sign that this message is for you and that the universe has some messages stored in this reading for you. The way I do these readings is that I channel the messages. So I use oracle cards, but instead of using the oracle cards as they are intended with this little booklet and the meaning behind them, I just use them as a tool to get to the message that wants to come through me. So I look at the artwork, I look at the name of the card, and I just allow to come through what wants to come through. So rather than using the oracle card deck in the classical way, I just use them as like a medium to get this message to come to me, and then I will share this message with you. My intention for this reading is to tap into the collective energy of my community. So, all the souls that have been following my work and my journey for quite some time, or those who just recently stumbled across it. So, like I said, if you're seeing this for the first time, if you've never listened to this podcast, take it as a sign that there will be a message for you as well. Because this is a collective reading, there may be some messages that resonate with you more and some that may not resonate with you as much. So, as always, take it or leave it. Whatever resonates with you is meant for you. Whatever doesn't resonate is either not for you at this time, or it's simply not the right time for you to look into. That being said, I will hop straight in. I will simply pull my cards. I have them laid out in front of me, and I will start with the first card, take a moment to let the message come through, and then share what I have channeled. The very first card is a card called New Beginnings. What is coming through with this card is that we are closing out almost like a cycle. It feels not just valid for this little collective group that I'm tuning in, but it feels valid on like a collective level. We are closing a cycle. We are starting something new. What is also coming through is that even though something is closing and something is settling down energetically, it will not be reflected immediately in the outside world. So it almost feels like I'm getting the image of a behind the scenes, behind the curtain. So what I draw from that is that there is some background energy, some things that we cannot really perceive that are ending behind the scenes that are in our favor. So it's a good thing that these things are ending, that these cycles are being closed. It could be something karmically on a collective level. I'm not entirely sure what this is all about because the information that I'm tuning in is very protected. So I don't even dare to dig deeper because I feel like it's something really protected energetically, not necessarily negatively protected, but just protected so that it doesn't change. Because whenever the collective knows about something or we have collective thoughts about something, it can change the outcome of the very thing. So, what I'm getting is that this information is energetically protected, that something is ending, something good is ending. So, no, I should phrase this differently. The ending of whatever is ending is a good ending. So it's good that this cycle is closing, but we cannot know what this cycle exactly is. We just have to trust and know that it's for our good. It's something great that will not immediately be reflected in the outside world. So I'm guessing this is not channeled, this is just my interpretation of it all. I'm guessing there will still be some chaos in the outside world, some chaos in the collective, some stirred up energy. But on the deeper level, something is closing, something is ending. and I'm not meant to share what exactly it is, and I cannot get that information because it's so precious and so sacred, and we cannot change that by thinking about it or by worrying or by overthinking it. So it should just be untouched and it will all be well. Something important is ending, and this ending is a very good thing. It's the end of a karmic cycle. This is what I'm getting. The next card is the card called Opportunity Knocks. What is coming through is, I have to laugh because it's almost like the typical thing, like January, new opportunities, new cycles are beginning. But that really is the energy that is coming through for this collective reading. So 2024, what I feel was a challenging time for a lot of us, either health related or family related or in any other way, drastically chaotic and challenging. Something profound, like some profound things have happened for many of us in 2024 that wasn't necessarily positive. So it rather was like the energy tells me it was a rather challenging year and a year that wouldn't let us take a breath. And it almost feels like a lot of you are feeling stuck and feeling held back by outside forces and by the things that keep happening or kept happening this entire year. So whenever you felt something is moving forward, there was the next thing hitting you in the face and the next thing stopping you from really thriving and really getting to the things that you want to do and empowering yourself to do whatever you are feeling called to do. So that's the energy I'm picking up from last year. And the reason why this is important is because I see visually like almost like an energy bursting into nothingness. So I take that as the resolution of this energetic knot that has been challenging for a lot of us in 2024. So it almost feels like this knot of energy is loosening, and we're getting the opportunity to really move forward and to leave that the challenges behind, even though they may still be impacting us now. But we have this opportunity window of really starting through and really moving forward without all the baggage from 2024. So it's an energetic shift into more like a lighter energy. And it sounds kind of ironic because on a collective level, what is happening in the world, there is some heavy energy there. But what I'm getting is that a lot of light workers and a lot of people are conscious enough not to fall into fear. That's a big thing that's coming through, actually. Even though there is chaotic energy, and even though some people have a feeling of impending doom, so many of us don't have that. And we have this trust that something is actually aligning. So that fits to the first message that I channeled for you, like the behind the scenes energetic shift that fits to that. It's energetically very similar. And I didn't expect this reading to be so collective. I usually channel messages specifically for my community and for everyone watching or listening. But right now it feels very collective, and it feels like this message wants to come through for the light workers and for the conscious souls among you to hold the vibration high and to keep staying in that trust and to keep nourishing this inner knowing that everything is working in the way it should be. Even though it doesn't show up like that on the outside yet, there is some very strong message coming through, almost like, I wouldn't say divine intervention, but it's like a very strong energy that I'm picking up that wants you to know that things are happening in a good way, that things are shifting and changing and shifting around in a way that can make you feel relaxed and make you full of trust that everything will shift in a way that is beneficial to the collective and to whatever is meant to play out here. So, another very collective message, actually. You cannot make this up. The next card is Celebration. So what I'm getting, again, it's a very collective reading, guys. I don't know. I didn't plan for it to be so huge. The Celebration card, what I see as a visual is a lot of souls off planet celebrating something. So it almost feels like there is someone looking down on earth and watching like this entire thing that's being played out. And they are celebrating in a way. They are not like a party in like a human way. It's more like sending energy to us and sending supportive energy to planet Earth. That's what I'm getting. Like this energy and these rays filled with love. So it could either mean that there is some cosmic energy hitting us that is very supportive again and helps us in this entire process. It all feels and comes through as like a shift that we have control over. So there is almost like this default energetic shift happening that no one can stop. And we have to choose now whether we want to fall into fear or whether we want to shift with that and have this trust and this inner intuitive feeling of everything's gonna be all right and everything is happening the way it's supposed to be. Because I feel like, and that is coming through as a message as well, I feel like a lot of you light workers out there listening to this right now, you have that intuitive feeling, you have this intuitive trust, and it's sometimes hard for you to stick with it and to really trust it because there's so much external noise and so many opinions and so many people who are not in tune as much as you are. Their fear and their feeling of impending doom, that is making you question if you can even trust your intuition and if you can trust this deep inner knowing that something is shifting for the positive. So it's really hard for you to stick with your own intuition and to stick with that trust that you actually do feel inside, but all the outside noise makes it really hard to trust it. And you may even question if you're being naive for trusting it, if you're not informed enough, or you start questioning yourself because a lot of people who are not as conscious as you are and not as in tune, they are more in fear right now. They are moving into fear rather than moving into trust, while you are naturally being called into trust because, oh my God, it's coming through. I'm getting goosebumps. The messages that are coming through is that the card before that, the celebration, the energy that is being sent to Earth, that is the energy that a lot of light workers are picking up. It's like a confirmation from our own cosmic selves, from our guides, from our higher dimensional aspects, that we should stay in trust, that we should stick with our intuition and fully trust it and allow ourselves to feel that and to trust what we feel. And that energy is helping us to really access this information about a positive shift. But the external noise is so distracting and so convincing that it's really hard for a lot of light workers to stay in that high vibration and to stay in that trust. And that is why our higher vibrational family, our higher vibrational aspects are sending us actually energy to the planet so that the light workers can stay in a high vibration and that they are being confirmed in their intuitive trust that there is something good happening, that there's a positive shift happening. So that's how it puzzles together. That's so powerful, actually. I'm literally having goosebumps. So I hope that resonates with you. I feel like so much energy has already come through, and the combined message from the cards I've pulled is so profound that I don't really want to add any more messages. I'm going to pull one more card and channel one more message if one is coming through. But then I'm going to close the reading because I feel like this was the information that was meant to be shared. The physical and energetic feeling in my body when I puzzled the pieces together, that like these waves from the celebration card is actually support from the higher dimensions. This was crazy. So I feel like that is the main message. However, I'm going to pull one final card to channel one final message. And I want to take a moment to really call upon all our cosmic selves, everyone listening, everyone watching on YouTube, wherever you are in the world. Take a breath with me and call upon your cosmic self, your guides, your higher aspects, and allow yourself to receive the message that you need the most from this reading. Energy doesn't know time and space. So even if you're listening to this 2 weeks from now, from me filming, it will still have the same effect. Be open to receive the message that you need the most at this very moment. The final card for today is Creative Wonderment. And this is actually a beautiful message that is coming through that beautifully closes out this reading. It is the message that you need to be in creation mode. You need to be a co creator. You need to follow and trust your intuition, and not just trust it and stay for yourself with that trust, but actually take action towards this world that you want to create, toward a better world, toward only just little things that make the world or the world for the people around you better. It's a very empowered message of take inspired action, move forward, be an example for others, especially those in fear. What is also coming through is try not to convince them of anything. Try not to convince them to think positive or to not be afraid, because that would only make them feel more lonely and more miserable than they already are. They are in fear. They are in a low vibration because of the outside noise. So gaslighting them into believing that what they feel is not valid is only making it worse. So what you got to do is to live by example and to stay strong in your energy. Do not discuss, do not try to convince them, do not try to talk them out of it. Just stay calmly in your own energy. And this message is coming through again. They really want you to know that you can trust your intuition and that you almost like I'm getting the visual of someone leaning back and relaxing. So allow yourself internally to lean back and relax and simply trust this deep inner knowing that everything happens for a higher reason, and that it's important right now to not be in fear, to not be afraid, to not be in a low vibration, because you are one of these people who are conscious and tapped in enough to be able to hold energy, the energy grid of light workers. And I feel, because this is being communicated to me, that this is very important right now. The higher vibrational beings, and that's a message that they're sending me right now. Goosebumps. Oh my God. They're saying they usually don't interfere. They don't interfere. There is only a couple of cases where they have an agreement that they will interfere. And right now, it's like the word gray area is coming through. So they are not actively interfering, but they are interfering in that way that they are sending impulse and energy to the light workers on this earth. So they are taking a loophole of not directly interfering, but they want to do something. And they usually have a non interference contract. So that is huge that they interfere in that way through that loophole. So I don't know what is going on. I don't have access to that information. You can listen to that at the very beginning of this reading, why that is. I think it's because we are not meant to change anything about this, or we are not meant to possibly change the reality or change the timeline for this event or this shift. But what I'm getting is that it's very profound, very important, and that they usually do not interfere. And now they found a loophole to low-key interfere. So there has to be something huge going on. And it's nothing negative in that sense. It's a huge shift, and it's something they are excited about. That's why this celebration energy came through. They are sending energy to us because they want to interfere, because it's important, and they want to support us, but also because they are so excited they almost cannot hold it together anymore. That is the energy that is coming through, and this reading took a completely different turn than what I had expected. I thought, okay, this is a normal monthly reading for my community. I will give like some pillars of what's going to be important in December, but it turned out to be very collective. And I'm actually like so energized right now because something is going on, something big is happening, something that our higher dimensional aspects are excited about. So I'm excited about it. As always, I hope this reading resonated with you and that you could take something from it and that you could make sense of the messages that were coming through. I hope you can feel how profound the message was and how profound whatever is shifting is. So I don't know when we will see the effects of that and what is going to shift, but just know that it's not just a small little thing. There has to be something really important at play and something collectively important, collectively impactful, and I'm excited. This reading only gave me good energy. It gave me trust. It gave me hope. It reassured me in my intuitive feeling, and I hope it reassured you too and made you feel a little more at ease. That being said, after this really profound reading, I want to remind you that today, on December 1st, Bismuth is officially starting. So if you don't know what Bismuth is your spiritual business advent calendar. And it's a gift that I make this year to my community. I've never done anything crazy like that. It's a daily advent calendar, so you get new information, new value, a new surprise every day when you sign up. It's completely for free. We will meet in a container on Slack, so it's gonna be like a little coaching container. I will be there to be your mentor, to answer questions, to guide you through the daily practices or the daily surprises. And besides that, you will also have the chance to win several prizes. So there will be some cool giveaways, and also I will give away one scholarship for the Cosmic Wanderess mentorship. This is huge. The prizes alone are worth over 6,000 euros. You heard that right. And the Cosmic Wanderess mentorship is my signature program. It helps you build and launch your own spiritual business. So if you're feeling called to step into your mission, if you're a light worker and you don't really know where this is going and what you're meant to do and how to turn your passion into a tangible business, that is what the Cosmic Wanderess mentorship is for. And you can win a scholarship, a free spot in my mentorship during Business, besides many other amazing giveaways and prizes. And it's a no-brainer to sign up. So you still have the chance. Everything is linked below. You just have to sign up with your email address and then you can join our group on Slack and be part of this amazing experience. I'm so excited to start this journey with you and I hope to see you inside. You can also find me on Instagram. It's at Isabelle Gloria, and on TikTok it's also at Isabelle Gloria. My DMs are always open, so feel free to DM me if you have any questions or any comment you make about this reading. If it resonated with you, I always love to exchange with you guys, so don't be afraid to reach out and send me a message. I hope you have a wonderful week. We will talk next Sunday for a brand new episode. I hope to see you inside Business, and until then, have a beautiful time.